What's up, friends? This is Manni and I just unlocked my first legendary brawler in Brawl Stars. Let me show you my first 200 IQ moment here. I knew he was gonna jump away on the platform as soon as I jump, and I just step on the platform with him, jump along together with him, and then just flatten him on the other side. So this was the big moment right here when I got my first out of 11 legendaries. I upgraded him to level 9. I got the Slowing Toxins, Carrion Crow, and the Enduring Toxins because I love that this character has a dot effect, a damage over time, that you can apply constantly, prevent the enemy from healing, and also just whittle them down slowly. It's not necessarily the most powerful short-range brawler, but you can whittle people down, prepare them for the moment when you jump on them, and then drop them hard after. There's one really big problem with it. Bye. He just wanted to attack me. Oh, by the way, if you enjoy the content and you want to see more Brawl Stars with me, please consider subscribing. Now, let me tell you what my biggest problem is with Crow, is how freaking slow that ultimate charges. I mean, I have to sometimes kill 2 or 3 brawlers before I get to jump a single time at an enemy. And then I see Edgar just jumping left and right and constantly, right? And I was like, okay, I think for a legendary, maybe Crow should be allowed to charge up that super a little bit more. Maybe the dot effect should convert a little bit more into filling up that charge, that super meter or that ulti. Despite that, this Crow is only level 9 and I have only 1 gadget, no hypercharge. I already love playing with him so much, and what you're seeing here is Crow in his natural habitat. It's Showdown. This is exactly where he feels comfortable because this is where you can fool around with enemies so much, surprise them behind corners with your jump, come out of nowhere with the bushes, whittle them down with the poison over, slowly but surely until they're so weak that you can easily take them out. You can abuse the fact that they will battle each other and you just reap the rewards. Crow is faster than most other brawlers, so you can outrun people and you can catch people. He is not that much faster so that you run past everybody as if it was a race. It's not gonna be like that, but it's good enough to have this edge on the mobility scale, you know? And also, of course, Crow benefits a lot from getting the power-ups on the map, right? There are certain brawlers who need this more than others. For example, I see Edgar as one of those brawlers that doesn't need this as bad. You know, he can just jump on you, pop, and you're dead. If he catches the right brawler, there's often nothing the other brawler can do. Not every brawler has a pushback effect, you know, or something like this. And while, of course, it's always a benefit to get more power-ups, I feel like Crow benefits from it a little more than Edgar, for example, and maybe some others as well. And you see, basically, this is what I thought when I was playing Crow. Look what I'm doing with Colt. I'm just poisoning him, he's dying, right? Because I made all set up for maximum poison damage. That's what I've built. I built this for maximum dot effect. And I know he was gonna break the wall as soon as I get close to him. I jump over him and boom, spy, dude! This is just too much fun, man. I love it. And you know, when I started playing with him, I thought he was a controller type brawler. Because you have so much map control with him. The only problem is when the map is getting small and space is restricted. That's when you're gonna have a real problem at your hands. But as long as you have room to maneuver, you're so well set and you are having map control, kind of, in this moment. And that's why I thought he's kind of like a controller type brawler, but it says he's an assassin. Which makes sense. By the way, I just killed Mortis. I just launched 1 set of my poison darts over there, and pop, he got poisoned and he died. So just too good, man. It's like there is nothing cooler than hitting somebody a bunch of times, slowing them per button press, you know, with the slowing toxins when I need them to stop following me, or when I want them to, in this case you saw Edgar just died. You know, he got 2 hits from my darts, and that's it. He died from it. There's nothing he could do about it. It's just too freaking good. And that with the slowing on top, you know, I can catch people even more effectively with this. And now after I prepared him, boop, easy kill, you know? And so I really think Showdown is Crow's natural habitat. And while I don't consider him to be the most powerful brawler at all, like he's not even He's not even among the top 10, I would think. But he scales with your skill level, is what I'm trying to say. It is one of those brawlers that if you control him well, and you know what you're doing, you're gonna be able to win so many fights. Like this, for instance, right? Baiting the jump of Edgar, activating slowing toxins, and having sitting him dead in the water, right? Sitting a sitting duck, sitting Edgar. And yo, that was the easiest Edgar kill I've ever had, probably. Why? Because I kind of baited him for that, and it works like a charm, you know? Because Edgar is like a character that does not require a lot of skill to be pulled off well, and what typically people will do is they just jump on you and kill you, and they will expect that to work every single time. But there are occasions where it simply doesn't work. I do have problems with Frank, for example, because I have to poison him for so freaking long before he actually loses a significant amount of health. And if I don't have my ulti ready, which kind of never is ready, because that freaking ulti takes forever to charge. I'm not even joking, I probably have to kill 2 Franks with 15,000 health, and maybe then when I'm lucky I have my ulti charged once. It is crazy how slow it charges, but when it's ready, you have basically an instant kill ready against the enemy if you play your cards well. Don't jump on Edgar, he's just gonna pop you instantly, but if you whittle him down first, you know, or you bait his jump, you slow him down, and then you jump after him when he tries to get in safety, that's when things change, that's when you get it. And you see here, against Frank, I don't like that kind of battle, because my toxins, they're not so weak, but against, yeah, he knows he's gonna die now, so he started this dance emote. But yeah, so I have to poison it for like a minute altogether, right? Here, he activated increased speed, and I activated slowing, so we cancelled this completely out. He got faster, I slowed him down, it was exactly as it was before, with the exception that I'm faster, right? I'm by default a little faster, and so I can outrun him there. And so yeah, I just love the level of map control you can have with Cros. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this style of video here, the content, the commentary, the montage, consider subscribing to the channel. I primarily focus on the most awesome montages of long format videos I can give you, but I also make shorts out of this. But this was the moment here, the 200 IQ moment. I just made my day, dude, to know exactly how he's going to react and what he's going to plan in case I jump. I jump, he does it, I step on the platform with him, and in this moment he realized that things have taken a turn for the worse. In that moment, I would like to have seen his face. So here I would have also killed Colt here. Unfortunately, I could not connect one more poison to him. The poison darts, by the way, also serve an additional purpose. They do not just cause poison to the others, they will also keep them away from you, because one thing you don't want to catch is this stupid poison from Cros, right? Because you know you're only going to take a tiny bit of damage at first, but it's going to add up to a significant amount of damage on the long term once you let that poison wear its 3 dots on you, right? And that's some kind of psychological component that plays along with that. Of course here, Dynamite, awesome to fight, because once I get close to him, there's no way he can get away from me, unless he does that, you know, explosion on the ground where he bounces off and can do something against me. But I can fight Dynamite pretty well due to the mobility of Cros, and since Dynamite typically throws dynamites all the time, they never really recharge health. So if I hit him just once or twice, here I slowed down him with the slowing toxins, and if I just hit somebody a few times, you know, they will be so low on health that they are effectively an easy one hit from me afterwards. And Dynamite is one of those characters that constantly throws dynamites. He just never stops. They never stop throwing them. And you can bait it by just getting a little closer to them. And so they will never charge health. Eventually they're gonna die, you know? And it's really something that I exclusively see at Dynamite players. They just never charge health. They feel like they don't need it. But then there comes a moment when you jump on them or when you do something unexpected, you dodge 2 of their dynamites and boop, now they're in no man's land, you know? Alright, so 4 brawlers left, 3 guys and me. And we're coming in. Oh, Edgar, and you see, this is what I mean. In that case, my ulti was not charged, and I'm just dead. Because at that moment, yeah, or here's another one. See, I expected him to do it, and I even activated the slowing toxins. But it's just not fast enough, the difference, to prevent me from dying. If it works well, then it would work like this if I bait them from a little further out. But what I'm trying to show you here is not just me kicking some serious butt, but also showing you where I fail, right? Where I can misjudge the situation. And if you just misjudge it by a millimeter against Edgar, you're dead. That's it, boom, you're done. There's nothing that can go wrong for him other than you successfully baiting him on the jump. Of course, if you have your ulti ready, things change, because now you can jump away from when he jumped on you, and you even trigger a little bit of an area effect damage around you at that moment, and you have distance to him again, right? And that's when you can beat him. But for this, you really need that ulti. And if you don't have the ulti ready, which is in 99% of cases you don't have it, it's not so convenient like Frank. He hits you 2 times and his ulti is ready, right? But if it's ready like here, you can see you can outplay him. And that's the good part, right? So yeah, I hope you had a good time with this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. And by the way, this here is a little bit of the end. When an Edgar has everything, the shield, the hypercharge, everything that is possibly available to Edgar, it's impossible to kill him. I mean, look at how I'm absolutely destroying him, and in the end he just turns around, hits me twice, and I'm instantly dead. It's just, if he has everything and he uses everything, it's such a zero skill character that is just impossible to beat. Yeah, hopefully you had a fun time. Catch you in the next video. Manni signing off. Bye bye, my friends.